The wait is finally over. The Toyota Corolla Cross, one of Toyota Motor Philippines' surprise hits of the past few years, is now experiencing a mid-cycle refresh. And I gotta tell you guys, the updates, the upgrades that we get in the entry-level Toyota Corolla Cross G variant is just staggering. And I have to tell you all about it. What's going on, guys? Roy Ralbus here from Zigwheels.Ph, and today we'll be doing a quick first look of the 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross G. I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again. The Toyota Corolla Cross G variant offers one of the best values in Toyota Motor Philippines lineup, in fact, in any other car, because it offers great performance at an affordable price tag, plus it offers everything that you want. It had of course it had halogen headlamps, but this time around, look at this, guys. It's just amazing. For example, the grille, you used to have this catfish grille that was present in the older Corolla Cross. Now, it looks almost Lexus light with this urban style grille that they call, with the honeycomb grille embedded into the front bumper. You get a blue Toyota badge right here, hinting that the G is now a hybrid. That's right, the entry-level Toyota Corolla Cross is now a hybrid. Gone is the purely ICE engine, and you will find Toyota's amazing 1.8-liter hybrid engine right under the hood. You got LED headlamps. No longer would you be relegated to halogen headlamps and LED fog lamps. You get a full LED implementation right here with daytime running lamps, and that is just superb. In this white color scheme, which does cost a little bit extra, it looks kind of really modern, especially with this particular implementation of colors of black and the blue and the white. Oh my goodness, I'm fanboying about the Corolla right here. Now you won't see that much change is applied right here to the side profile of the 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross G. You still have the same 17-inch alloy wheels right there, but the only biggest change is this badge here. This is Toyota's new global HEV badge, telling everyone that you are driving a hybrid electric vehicle. That's probably something to tell the MMDA enforcer that your car is coding exempt. That's right, the G is now coding exempt. You still have the same character lines right here, a huge bulge right here in the back, rear fender and the front fender, creating some sort of symmetry. You still have the Toyota Corolla Cross insignia here as well. And yes, of course, this little tiny Easter egg here for the Toyota Corolla Cross showing its silhouette. You still have repeater signals right there on the side mirrors. It looks so clean. And of course, it is a crossover, which means you've got black plastic cladding. But the way they implemented the black plastic cladding around the Corolla Cross is just simply distinct, because it doesn't cover the entire side profile here. It only shows this part up top and at the bottom and on the side. One of the biggest changes is that you get LED tail lamps. Yes, LED tail lamps has finally arrived in the Toyota Corolla Cross G, although you still have the same offset Corolla Cross typography here with a cross insignia right smack in the middle, with just a bit of typography for the Corolla right to the side. I would have had taken all this, shrunk it down, and put it right there, but hey, I'm not being paid by Toyota to design their vehicles. Still get the blue badge, the HEV insignia there, and of course, the shark's fin antenna. I know you guys love shark's fin antenna. Taking a look at the inside of the Toyota Corolla Cross here gives you access to all this space. The Corolla Cross has always been a practical crossover SUV, and right here is not any changes. If you need even more space than this one, I mean, where are you guys going? Are you gonna escape for a month or something? But anyway, yes, if you need even more space, you can fold these seats down like so. And they do fold flat, but you do have some sort of ledge going up right there. That's because it needs space for the battery that's situated underneath the seats. So you got the battery situated underneath the seats, which means you do still have space to put in a full-size spare tire right here underneath the floorboards in the back. What type of hybrid electric vehicle, let alone at this price point, will allow you to bring a full-size spare tire in the back? No one else but the Corolla Cross, I bet. And yes, I appreciate that Toyota is not skimping out on the spare tire right there and giving us a donut spare tire. Right, so we're inside the Toyota Corolla Cross G variant. Again, this is the most affordable variant among the bunch in the lineup. And to be honest, I actually like the Toyota Corolla Cross G, the previous one, the completely ICE one, because it had the basics pat down. It's just that it is what it is. It's super basic. Everyone else had huge touchscreens with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Basically, it was left behind when it comes to features. Well, not anymore. Look at this. It's got a huge 10-inch touchscreen infotainment system with both wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, which is amazing. The touch sensitivity is definitely great, which is a huge improvement over the previous 7-inch one with a single USB port. There, that one right here. Well, speaking of USB port, this now has a USB-C port right here under the center armrest, one USB port right there, and a wireless charger. Wow. It also has a black headliner, which the previous one had. The steering wheel is pretty much the same as before. It's adjustable for both reach and brake. And for those who are looking for the old foot brake right here, that's gone. You now have an electronic parking brake and automatic brake hold. Welcome to the 21st century Toyota Corolla Cross. On top of the shifter, you got an EV mode, the drive mode, and a button to turn off traction control. On the steering wheel, you don't have any cruise control on this one, but you do have your media controls right here on this side right here, as well as on the right side. But here on the left side, you do have your components to select the menu settings on your digital gauge on the cluster right here on the gauges. You still have analog gauges, which personally I prefer and I absolutely adore. You got some piano black touches here, but on areas where you don't usually touch, except for the AC vents just right here at the bottom, which is perfectly fine. The AC, by the way, is automatic climate control, dual zone automatic climate control in an entry-level crossover SUV from Toyota nonetheless. It's amazing. You got soft touch materials on the dash, but on the top it's hard touch plastic, but soft touch again right here on the side. My camera guy can't here notice that it does use actual stitching right here on the door cards as well as on the dash. Adds a little bit touch of class. I've always loved the Toyota Corolla Cross's seats. You gotta look at these. These are nicely bolstered and well placed. They're nicely padded as well, but not too soft. This is definitely one of the better seats I've been in. Again, like I said, I love the previous pre-facelift Toyota Cross, and this just adds a lot more to what I was looking for. And this is just amazing. This is perfect. Got two cubby holes right there, and it's just easier to live with in this car. The back doesn't have any much changes. You still have an AC vent right here. No USB ports here, but again, you do have a power socket right here and a USB-C port, so they can charge if you want. We won't be heading over right there. You know exactly how it looks. If you want to get a full review of the previous pre-facelifted Corolla Cross, you can check out a video in the description box below. But again, this is a very useful space. I like it. I know you will like it too, but let's take this out on the road and see how it goes. All right, so we're now behind the wheel of the 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross G variant, now with a hybrid motor, a hybrid engine. It's like having my cake and eating it too. Under the hood, you've got a 1.8 liter hybrid engine, the same one found in the previous generation V and GRS variant. And it is amazing. It's so nice to be driving a basic crossover SUV, but with a hybrid engine such as one from Toyota. So as I'm driving this, I can feel that it's the same power that we get from the Toyota Corolla Cross V and GRS variants. It makes a total power of 122 horsepower and total 140 Newton meters of torque, but it's made it to a CVT right here. But like I always say, don't look at the numbers in the brochure. I mean, if we always rely on the brochure, you won't be needing us car reviewers anymore, and we'll be just playing trump cards all day long. And it's all about the power that goes to the front wheels, in this case the front wheels. And it's able to muster up all that power very efficiently, I might add, to those front wheels. And it is just great. It's just great. Let's test out the turning radius of the Toyota Corolla Cross right now. We are in a two-lane road. Tight. It is tight. One of the few things that I love about the Toyota Corolla Cross is exactly how it drives. You got McPherson struts up front. Sure, you've got a torsion bar rear suspension right there in the back, but it's got stabilizer links in order to make it more nimble, more flat, especially when going down the road. And that is what it feels right now. The steering is very light but very precise. It's not going to be like a race car where you can actually feel everything on the road, but the steering is light enough and heavy enough at the same time to appease drivers like me who prefer a regular electronic power steering. There are a couple of drive modes right here. For example, power mode, which makes the engine noisier, but adds a little bit more power as well to your accelerator pedal. It doesn't have the same ground clearance as some other crossovers in the market. It only has 161 millimeters of ground clearance, but because you have a lower ground clearance compared to other crossovers, it's more nimble to go around the bends this way. And it's more agile, I have to say. It's one of the more agile crossovers in the market today, but it can still lead you to through a little bit off the beaten path whenever you're going, where you're going out of town, going through a little floods. It's still going to be a lot better than a sedan, that much I'll tell you. NVH levels on the Toyota Corolla Cross is above average, I have to say. You can still hear feel and hear a little bit of the road noise, probably because of those eco-rated tires. But when you compare this to the more expensive Toyota Yaris Cross, complete with everything, all the bells and whistles, this feels like a luxury car compared to that. The switch over between the ICE engine and the electric motor is a lot more synchronized, a lot more in tune to each other, that you actually don't feel it as much unless you're outside of the vehicle, which you wouldn't be because you will be driving the Toyota Corolla Cross. So when it comes to NVH, it is above average, and that's as much as I can say about that. I love the Toyota Corolla Cross. Safety features, you don't get Toyota Safety Sense right here, but at least you get the standard safety features. You got airbags, ABS with electronic brake force distribution, have added some sort of DVR here. It's a dash cam system for both the front and the back of the car, so no need to install your own DVR system. Toyota's got you covered. And then you have front parking sensors and rear parking sensors in an entry-level crossover SUV. If you're parking straight ahead and you're still not sure where your car is, the front parking sensor will definitely help you out. And you can actually see the back where you're backing up into because you have a rear camera. Again, it offers you everything that you're looking for. If you're looking for a 360-degree camera, you'll have to jump over to the GRS variant. That one has a 360-degree camera system, plus the complete suite of Toyota Safety Sense. Pricing for the Toyota Corolla Cross in the G variant starts at 1,498,000 pesos, which makes this the most affordable hybrid vehicle in Toyota's lineup today. Imagine that. You've got a larger SUV compared to the Yaris Cross. Unfortunately, you don't get the bells and whistles like Toyota Safety Sense, sure, but you do get that in the upper trim. The V variant starts at 1,763,000 pesos. Now with that, you get larger 18-inch wheels, you get a power tailgate, you got Toyota Safety Sense, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything that you get on top of it. You get leather seats, sure, but that's pretty much the gist of what you'll be getting with it. You get extra USB ports, sure, and yeah, that's everything. So if you're heading over to the GRS variant, the top of the line one, that one costs 1,917,000 pesos. With that, you get GRS alloy wheels. Those are 18 inches, by the way. You get GRS suspension. You get the 360-degree camera system on top of the Toyota Safety Sense, GRS seats, GRS accessories, GRS everything. So it's basically a special edition, but you will have to cough up with 1,917,000 pesos. Don't get me wrong, It looks amazing, especially in the emotional red color scheme that's new to the Toyota Corolla Cross GRS. But for everyday motoring, if you don't absolutely need Toyota safety sense, a power tailgate, if you don't need 18-inch wheels, if you don't need leather seats, you don't need 360-degree camera system or adaptive cruise control, you'll be absolutely fine with the Toyota Corolla Cross G variant. And I have to say, this right here is peak Toyota. Toyota at its finest. It's the simplest, the most straightforward, gas up and go, visit the dealership and get out with your own Toyota kind of model. It used to be the Toyota Corolla Altis, it used, for me at least, or it used to be the Toyota Vios, sure, but if you want something that's future-proof, coding exempt, hybrid, it's green, it's relatively affordable at 1,498,000 pesos, this is it. Could this be my car of the year? What do you think? Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, leave us a like and subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon to not miss any of our videos. The Corolla Cross has been a revelation to me and I want to know what you think. This has been Roy Robles from Zigwheels.Ph. I've enjoyed my time with the Corolla Cross. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.